Yan nga yung question ngayon. Who will President Duterte support? Kasi after his tirade against Bongbong Marcos about the cocaine user.
Was it a tirade or was it inoculation?
Patama lang, patama ano.
I use the term inoculation.
Well,
Now the issue is out.
So,
And suddenly, it becomes a non-issue.
So you actually think there's traction in the suspicion na yun talaga actually ang scenario that they are pushing for a Marcos-Duterte tandem for 2020?
From day one, when I saw the two got together, Marcos and Sara Duterte, I felt that that's the direction.
Okay.
But there were a lot of maybe friction along the way because the president wanted to be in control. Maybe he wanted Sara Duterte on top more than Bongbong. But there are forces that went around him maybe. That's why he felt bad. Forced that issue on Bongo. Remember that circus that we saw one Saturday afternoon of rushing to file for Senator Bongo. But for me, I was expecting it later when they see some numbers, but maybe when they analyze it, that what about the numbers of Bongbong? It will not take away votes from Bongo. Will not take away votes from others. He will take away votes from Bongbong Marcos.
Professor Jean, do you agree? Professor Jean, do you agree na at the end of the day, this whole innuendo about cocaine user and so on is really just meant to inoculate the candidate against a more serious look into that assertion?
Well, from the very start, the cocaine accusation was really, I wanted to also downplay it because we're distracted from the real issue on why people should not vote for Bongbong Marcos. No? And the mere fact that it's the president saying that, it's consistent with how he has been with regard to his opponents. But then it makes so much of an issue that is close to his heart. Of course, it's still about drugs, but then it also downplays the very issue or the much bigger issue on why Bongbong Marcos should not be president.
So you don't think it was an inoculation? You think it was a genuine accusation against an unnamed candidate?
Yeah, I think it's a genuine accusation, but if you think about it, it also, even if it's a genuine accusation, it also downplays the very fact as to why people should not vote for Marcos Jr. Because I'm not saying that we should downplay cocaine use, but it's among in the hierarchy of issues as to why you will not vote for Bongbong Marcos, cocaine use is not on top of the issue.
Pero it was in
No,
line.
but I think, is it a strategy? Do you think that, it's all drama? Parang kunyari lang, kinakalaban niya si Bongbong when actually what he's doing is binabakunahan niya so that next year, pagka in the heat of the election campaign, kahit na yun, hindi natatalab. Nobody's gonna react to it anymore. Do you think that's a ploy?
Tingin ko kaya niya kinakalaban is because he was really like what Dindo said earlier. He was really pissed that he was not on top of the decision making of Sara, and he really wanted Sara to run for president. And it came from his mouth, di ba? Na parang bakit tatakbo si Sara for president? Siya yung mataas ang niya sa surveys. And and she's a Duterte, no? The pedigree is very important, no? So especially now that it is after the presidency of Duterte, so very popular pa rin si Duterte. But then, so that's the one thing that can also be said about that tirade, no? Nainis talaga siya.